Hi, Kathy. How's everyone doing today?
Super.
Good. How's the glare behind me? Is that all right?
It's good. Yep, that's fine.
How's the glare off my forehead? Is that all right?
You're all good.
Okay, good. Good. Beautiful day out.
Absolutely.
Hmm. Did that storm wake you up?
Talk to you later. Yep. Bye.
Right.
Oh, I like the cabin in the background.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
She will be there in a couple months, I bet.
I
Mhm.
worked how to do that background just the other day.
It's fun, isn't it?
It's very nice.
It's fun.
Yes.
Is that
It's the Wolf
where your
River
cabin
in
is?
Fremont.
It's what?
Oh, okay.
No, I wish. But it's in Fremont. We did a boat trip a couple of years back, and so I dug that picture out. Right
Oh,
behind me, I'm going to move. There's a swan. Watch this. See?
Oh, wow.
That's great.
That's that place they did that the boat trips in Fremont.
Hmm.
I forget the name of the boat trips.
Okay. Can you guys hear that dog barking?
I do. Is it your dog?
It's not my dog. It's across the alley. It's just such a nice breeze coming in this window. Hopefully he stops by the time we get going. Well, I have a dog out that window,
Rain.
and then I have two small children right outside this door that want in this room bad. So yeah, could be interesting. I did one of these, and my poor almost 3-year-old just stood at the door. It's has glass and just stood there and looked at me, which is really distracting, the poor thing.
Oh, the poor thing.
Oh, they're getting used to it too. Whatever this is, they're getting used to it too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's the topic of this webinar?
So it's strategic farming using technology, more specifically
Oh, yeah.
the Stewart Now app.
Good.
And then I'm going to throw in some fun things at the end that are, kind of fun just for marketing purposes, inexpensive, kind of hoping that you'll get, a couple ideas and walk away here and you're, fired up, I guess.
So there's a Stewart Title app.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's what you use to identify who wants to sell their house the next 3 to 6 months, and I'll talk about that today.
Oh, yeah. Is that kind of similar to HomeSnap?
No, it is. No, actually, it's not. No.
Because I have the HomeSnap Pro, and they talk about that.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe. If you're familiar with Remind, you familiar with that?
No.
Okay. It's yeah. I'll
Is it
explain
a
it.
Remax product?
It is not,
Okay.
surprisingly. It sounds like it.
Huh. It does.
Mm-hmm. Those aren't my kids, by the way. We just had a lot of last minute signups here.
Milwaukee, our Milwaukee Association
Mhm.
in Wisconsin got, their Zoom meeting got hacked this past
Yeah.
week. And somebody
Yep.
was profanity.
Yep, that happened to Peter, who I see is on the call, and he said it was pretty disturbing. Peter.
Yeah, it was bad. I don't, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a bunch of homophobic and racial
Ah.
stuff on the call. It was, yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's too bad.
How
That's
did
just
they-
about me.
Did they just hack in?
I mean, right?
Did they just hack in? the
Yes.
meeting?
Yes, you know what I think they do? They spin numbers
Mhm.
and they just, whatever meeting they happen to drop in, that's where they land, and they landed on our meeting. And these Zoom people, we got this big blue screen popped up, and the guy came on and said he was trying to fix it, and he got them kicked off. He asked us, were these people supposed to be there? Kicked them off. Then a minute later, we had like 8 more that weren't supposed to be there. And it went on for about 5 minutes, and we finally just pulled the plug. But I had a call this morning with most of the same group, and no issues.
Well,
Oh, good. Well, I had heard that Zoom was trying to tighten up their security. And then I heard another story about Zoom selling our information to China. Who
It is a
knows?
Chinese company. It's owned by a Chinese
Yes,
company.
that's what I had heard.
Good.
Okay.
We'll do a webinar with Stuart Title.
apparently, the next big thing is Microsoft Teams. It's a lot more secure, or it is secure, and that's the word on the street is that's going to be taken over.
I actually have a lot more people starting to do Microsoft Teams now than Zoom. So
I don't know. We're just reducing the price to $134. I'm waiting for it to come back. Rent it.
All right, we'll give it another minute here for people to join.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get started, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
put everyone on mute. Hey, Jay Rolls, how long do you have for this meeting?
Probably 20 minutes.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, I won't tell. I'll ask Tony because he's been going back and forth with me, but I'm just waiting for him to sign for the price reduction.
Sign it. Sign it.
Fine.
Sign.
So,
Get her to sign.
yeah. So okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of been doing all these video things.
Gotta mute this
So
first.
yeah, I don't know what Stuart Titles can't get their Zoom.
Okay, I just muted everybody. Oh, I hope that woman signs, whoever it is. Sounds like it was a good deal going on. But let's get started. My name is Andy Granberg with Stuart Title. Thanks for being here today. This is our first, well, it's our second in the Shelter in Place series that we have going on. It's basically our goal to, while we're all stuck at home, is that you're bettering yourself, that you're, picking up new ideas, new technology, getting excited about things, while we're, staying at home for who knows how long, so that when we come out of the other end of this thing, and we will come out of the other end of this thing, is that you can just hit the ground running and still make 2020 your best year possible. So I am going to, let's see, can everyone see that right there? All right. So this is our April 2020 webinar schedule. We'll have one out for May. And right, what we're trying to do is just keep you guys busy, keep you guys excited. There's a lot of bad news out there. It's scary. And I know myself, man, if I look at the news, I get, it's not fun, but I just keep telling myself we're going to get through this. And when we're through it, I want us to be excited. I want us to be fired up, and I want to, again, make 2020 our best year ever. And I still think that's possible. So today, yep, it's me talking, Tuesday, April 7th, Smart Farming for Realtors Using Technology. There'll also be some information for LOs in there. We're really excited again to have this coming Monday. And if you haven't signed up for this, please do. Our chief economist, Ted Jones, out of Houston. He used to fly almost every day, and he would give 250 talks a day. If you haven't seen Ted Jones, please do. He'll be talking on Monday about, well, the U.S. economy and real estate, pandemics and seismic events. Please register for that if you haven't already. He does a great job. He makes a rather dull topic rather entertaining, actually. Monday, April 20th, we have virtual showing houses during a pandemic. It's with Jack Eichhoff, who is with a company called One Shot Media. And what they do, they have a thing called a Matterport camera. Whenever I talk to this, and he's a kid too, by the way, I think he's like 23, 24 years old, and just a technology whiz. A Matterport camera, it makes it so that you're basically walking through the home. If you ever played the game Doom, it's a lot like that, where you can just go from room to room. And the idea is, when we come on the other side of this thing, what's that going to look like? I think you realtors can all say that, well, people don't like to have open houses now. They don't want people through their house. Well, how are you gonna do this? Well, we think that virtual showing this Matterport camera is going to be high atop the list. So I'm excited about that. And then on Wednesday, April 29th, we have Carl Carter from the Beverly Carter Foundation. If you don't know this story, Carl Carter goes around the country. He did go around the country. Now he's doing Zoom also. Goes around the country and teaches realtor safety. It is so the Beverly Carter story is that was his mother. And unfortunately, I'll save you the details, but she was kidnapped and murdered while she was showing a house. Did all the right things. And so now Carl goes around and if you don't know the story, Google it. So I don't want to have to share it with you, but yeah, please sign up for that one. That's going to be a really good one. He tells an amazing story. And actually, if you go to Stewart.com/safety, there's a whole bunch of safety videos that we produce with the Beverly Carter Foundation on how to keep realtors safe. It's a very important thing. So yeah, all of these, please sign up for them. They're all free. We just want you, help bettering yourself, getting excited for someone to come out the other side of this thing. You're still going to have your best year yet. And also be looking for the May schedule where we're putting that together and coming up with some great ideas. So I'm excited about that. So let's see here. I'm going to go right now to, where is it? Bear with me, folks. Okay. One second, guys. I am trying to get, there it is. There we go. All right, can you guys see that? Barb, can you nod your head? Barbara Labe, can you nod your head if you can see it? Good, because for some reason I have you, or me on top, and then you, and then no one else right now. So you're gonna be my go-to for if I have questions, all right? So you gotta pay attention, all right? And I will quiz you at the end for sure. Oh, I did wanna say, I know we have people from Wisconsin, Minnesota, and South Dakota on here today. There might be some folks from all around the country, but primarily I'm in Minneapolis myself, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and South Dakota. What I was going to say is we are doing Stewart is doing remote online notary closings. So what that means is that your customer can stay at their house. It works really well for refinances, sales, and even purchases now. Your customer can be at their house or wherever there's a connection, internet connection, and sign their loan papers. It doesn't work with all lenders yet. They're quickly getting that approved, and it might be actually federally mandated. I'm not going to get into the technical side of that because I don't know, to be quite honest with you. But that being said, Stewart does have remote online notary, so that your customers are nice and safe in the safety of their own home. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I think it's important. And yes, this world is changing quickly. And I think that might be one of our May topics is digital closings and e-closings and how things are going to change. We have some experts in the field on that, which I'm excited to hear about. So first I'm going to get started. I have a PowerPoint. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, so we're kind of going to go through it. And I'm going to show you just a few. I'm going to go through what Stewart Now, our technology, can do to help agents. Let's see, we have a comment here. I'm going to, MJ Quay just said, would like to know the protections on digital closings for clients. Why don't you email me when you're done, or when we're done, and I can get into that better with you. I'm not sure if I understand the question, but we'll go ahead and start the PowerPoint, which I'll go through pretty quickly. I have some YouTube videos and just some other things to show you guys so that, because I do not like PowerPoints. You sit there and you read the bullet points and you lose half the people. Barb's already fallen asleep, I can see, and I'll get going on it. So why you guys are here? Obviously, you want to learn great ways to farm an area. What's the best way to do with it? What I want you to do by the end of this hour, or however long we go, is to be able to get a list of leads from the farm or neighborhood that you're working. I want you to be excited about it and grasp it and really kind of go at it at a excitement, basically, because when we do come on the other end of this, there's people that want to sell their house. Agents I talk to here in Minneapolis say, I have 15 people that want to sell their house, but they're telling me, I just want to see what happens. I want to see what happens. I almost threw out there, they're going to wait a month. Who knows? Who knows how long this is going to last? But they just, so there's going to be people that want to sell their house, and they're waiting. My wife and I had the exact same discussion. Like, do we want to sell our house? Well, let's just wait to see what happens. So what I want you guys to do is elevate yourself, and so that you're not just waiting for the phone to ring. I used to be a loan officer, and I was not a good loan officer. And I'll tell you why. Well, many, many reasons. But I sat in a branch, and I would wait for walk-ins and for the phone to ring. And when people weren't walking in, I wasn't making any money, basically, or as much money as I should. That's why I want you guys to not wait for the phone to ring and be busy right now so that you're getting business, and more business than you've ever had. And of course, I want you to get more listings and more clients, which also equals more money. What I'm hoping you're getting to take away from this, excitement. Get excited. There's some really cool things in here. Some things you'll like, some things you won't like. I'm just hoping you get some idea and just go out there and really hit it hard. Yeah, a more efficient way of marketing. I know that a lot of times I see with realtors, what they'll do is they'll get a listing, great. They'll send out a flyer or knock on doors in that neighborhood. They'll get a listing over here. If nothing pans out from that, they'll get a listing over here, and they'll try it over there and nothing pans out. I just kind of want to show you a couple efficient ways of marketing. And of course, reasons to partner with Stewart Title. That is always high atop my list. And your business development officers, I see Cindy on here, Tina, Peter, I saw Kathy, and Jay, of course, I didn't see Teresa. I think Chris Graff might be on here. We want to partner with you. We really want to work with you. We'll sit down with you. We'll come up with ways to get you more business. We're excited. We got a lot of great tools, and please reach out to us. We want to work with you, and we're excited. There's a lot of great stuff going on. So here's what we're going to cover: how to pick a farm, how to find people who want to sell their house using technology. Like I said, we're going to do some fun and inexpensive ways to reach clients. I'm cheap. I'm pretty frugal. And so I want to be frugal with your money too. And so we'll just go over a few simple things like that. Okay, how to pick a farm or a neighborhood that you want to cover. Decide who you want to market to. Are you first-time home buyers? Do you want to do condos? Do you want to do, what do you want to do? Figure out what's convenient. Is it buy your house? Is it buy your office? That you want to, I don't want to say pick the path of least resistance, but any obstacle that comes in the way is going to deter you from trudging on. So that's why you want to find out what's convenient. Be aware of the turnover percentage. Okay, we say that 7% or more turnover rate in a neighborhood or farm is, you don't want to go under anything below 7%. Can you guys hear my kids, by the way? Barb, can you hear my kids? Barbara, can you hear my kids? Okay, sorry about that, folks. That's going to happen. So anything under 7%, you don't want to touch. I think about my parents' neighborhood, and a house has not been sold in that neighborhood in 4 or 5 years. So what's the point of farming that neighborhood? And actually, our technology can show you what the turnover percentage is. So it helps. 7% is what we say. You're looking at a farm of 200 houses, and it has a 10% turnover rate. You got 20 houses. 20 people are going to list their house in that year. So it's something that I really have people look at. And then, of course, consider the ease of entry. If there's a ton of people already working that market, is it going to be that easy to just pop right in there and start marketing to folks? All right, we talked about Stewart now. If you look it up on the App Store, Stewart Now Premium. It's free download. The only time, I'm going to say this now so I don't forget, the only time you will get charged is when you pull a thing called a Smart Farm, which is the first bullet there. They will charge you $2.99, and they make it really easy to take your money, but it's just $2.99, and that will give you all the information about that neighborhood or farm, including, and we'll go into this a lot deeper later, like names, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms, square footage, when it was last sold, et cetera, et cetera. Transaction history, you can do CMAs out of there, a whole bunch of stuff that I'll get into. Order track, this tracks the status and progress of an order. So if you get folks put in an order with Stewart, you can see where it is along the process. And it's pretty cool because I think they modeled it off of Domino's Pizza's pizza tracker. So when you put in order for pizza, it says it's being cooked, it's being prepped, it's being delivered by such and such. It's the exact same thing. So if it's 3 a.m. on Saturday night and you're wondering if your title work done, you can go into Stewart Now and you can do it on the desktop or your phone and see where your order is, where your title order is. Then it also has calculators on, which I really won't go into. The net sheet calculators, whole bunch of different calculators, obviously title fee calculators, et cetera, et cetera. Property profiles, we'll show you this. What it does is it will show you basically all the information about a property. Again, the comparable sales, transaction history. A lot of times you can see the legal documents on it. You can see the mortgage. You can see, a lot of stuff. And it's kind of handy. So when you're going into a listing appointment, a lot about the property and your customers too, which is super nice. And I will throw in there that we do charge, I want to say another $2.99 for a document, but I'm not completely positive. Abbas, good question. Smart Farm is not available on desktop right now. They're working on it. It is only available on your smartphone. They're working on it. For some reason, they put it on the phone and not the desktop yet. And I don't have a ETA on that. So yeah, but good question. And I will say again, the only time you get charged is when you pull a Smart Farm, and then, which is $2.99. You get to keep it for 2 years. Kathy, you taught me this. 2 years. The data is continually updated for 2 years. But what most people do is they get the Smart Farm, the list of people, I'll show you that, and they just download it in a spreadsheet and you're good to go. You have it forever. So, all right, sounds good on that. And then let's see here. Bear with me. Okay, well, here's an example. And I'm going to show you a YouTube video I did on my phone this morning with the app Record It, which basically just records your screen. It's a pretty cool app, actually. So, for instance, this is an example, and I'll show you live of a Smart Farm that it's actually my neighborhood, Armitage. This farm, turnover in the past 12 months, 6%, and you can see the zip code and county are less. Out of the, how many, there's 48 houses sold in the past year, giving a hot list of 17%. These are the people that want to sell their house in the next 3 to 6 months. How do we know this? Analytics, demographics, and algorithms, okay? So what it does is it takes a whole bunch of different data points and condenses it down and says, okay, based on all this criteria, these are the people that are going to want to sell their house, most likely want to sell their house in the next 3 to 6 months. So the most basic thing is, we can see that there is a 65-year-old couple that lives in a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. They're empty nesters. They clicked on a ad for Florida or Branson, Missouri, or something like that. Or I've heard another one where, and I'm not sure if this is possible, but someone's in a like a startup neighborhood, and they click on a school district in the suburbs or something like that. They take all these different data points and say, okay, based on this criteria, these people want to sell their house in the next 3 to 6 months. Now, if you look at that hot list, 17%, are all those people going to want to sell their house? No, not at all. But, you know, if you can pull out, say, in a list of, you know, 200 houses with minimal effort, and let's say, excuse me, let me back up a second there. Say you get a list of your neighborhood is, your farm is 300 properties. You find out that 60 of those are on the hot list. Okay, so are all 60 of those people going to want to sell their house? No, but if you can get 4 or 5 listings out of the deal, I would consider that a successful marketing campaign, correct? Yes? All right, so it also gives you the average length of stay, average equity, positive equity, owner occupied, and average valuation. So here is, and I'm going to show you a video of this, so just how it looks on your phone actually. Here is the different, just people, houses basically. It gives you the value of it and also the equity. I'm going to go in a little more here. And as you'll see more on this in the YouTube video that I show, you know, gives the information about the house itself. All right. So this is the hot list properties. There's a tab where you can click on the hot list properties, obviously. And what I like about this, and I should have had a slide for this, it is extremely easy export. What you can do is you can just take this list, and I should get an Excel spreadsheet, how good this looks. And we'll break it down into the entire farm, the hot list, the people that want to sell their house in the next 3 to 6 months. So there's just different, very easy to use tabs. And if you're not good at Excel, don't worry about it, because they make it tremendously easy. I'm not very good at Excel, and even I can navigate it. It also gives you the absentee owners. So if you want to go after landlords, you can go after landlords. It will break it down into single family homes, townhouses, square footage, number of bedrooms, so you can slice and dice it to whoever you want to market to. But it will also create the PDF for Avery labels in case you want to do a mailer, which I think is pretty cool. So let's see what we have next here. Okay, how to market to the hot list. Obviously, mailers, postcards, door hangers, just listed postcards, just sold postcards. If your brokerage doesn't have access to marketing material, we have a thing called Breakthrough Broker. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it is a thing that Stuart offers for free, and it gives you, I'll show it to you, but it gives you like a bunch of different templates for free that you can download, and it's, you know, put your picture and your information on there. It's pretty cool. So you folks all know that. Door knocking, I don't know if that, I wasn't a big fan of door knocking prior to this, and boy, I wouldn't want an agent stopping by my house right now. But we'll see what the world looks like in a few, I don't know how long. So you know what, I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna show you that YouTube video. Come on now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. It is right. Come on now. Bear with me, guys. Okay. All right, so this is off a recorder. There's my girls quick. This is off to record it. It's an app there. You can record the screen of your phone. So what I'm doing here is, this is just my iPhone that I used. So the picture, you can't upload your picture. When we first got this, I jokingly uploaded my picture of my confirmation picture. So there I am in a bad suit way long ago, and I don't know how to fix it. This is your dashboard. It gives you property profiles like we talked about, calculators, the important smart farm. I'm just gonna pause it a second here. Calculator, smart farm, so here's that order track. So this is my iPhone right here. And I always do say that Stuart now is a lot like your iPhone, in that, like, my iPhone, I know it can do a million different things. I probably know not that much of it. So, you know, 10, 15% of all the things I can do, but you do the things that you like. And Stuart now is a very similar thing where it can do a million things. You do the things that you like, and it'll help you out. So I'm gonna start the video again. Okay, so here's Minneapolis. And what I did here is you can zoom in. What we'll do is zoom in on your spot. So I'm kind of by there. Now I'm kind of just zooming around. And if you'll see that pencil right there, that's what we're going to use to draw. And I kind of just looked for a good neighborhood. And now this is my finger basically drawing the circle or whatever shape that is. And it's going to show me all the houses right in there. Okay. So right there, we know there's 197 properties in that farm. I'm creating this farm. It took a little longer to create it. Usually it's a little fast sometimes. So since I have little ones doing homeschooling, sometimes my internet's a little slower. So when I record this and record it, yeah, it was a little slower. So bear with me at points. So here you can see the farm preview. There's 197 properties. Turnover is 7%. It's pretty good. And that hot list, the people that want to sell their house in the next 3 to 6 months, is 15%. So pretty good. Again, that's the formula of if you take all the different parameters, different data points, algorithms, analytics, a whole bunch of other big words, put them down in one. These are the people that are most likely to sell in the next 3 to 6 months, people that you want to market to. So bear with me here. Let's see what sort of changes. And if you want to save it, then you would say yes and save the farm sample, not a very original name by me this morning. So you save the farm and we're loading it up. Give it 2 seconds. And it's going to tell you all about that farm. Again, this is the slide we saw before. And this is just my phone. 7 months or 7%, 6% in the zip code, 6% in the county, 8.2 years length of stay. And here is all the people in that farm on your phone. And what I can do now is I will click on one of the people. Come on, Andy. I think I click on Charles Adar there on 4354 Coolidge, excuse me. So it's going to tell me everything about this property. So if you're going on a listing appointment, you're going to know everything about it. So 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,800 square feet. Garage is 400 square feet, built in 1938. Bought 6.9 years ago for $389. It's actually on the hot list. And this is the notes where you can actually take notes, write a note to yourself. So if you see them out on a Saturday and you're door knocking, call me in 5 months. You can write that down there. This is information about it. So you get a nice conversation with Charles. You can say, okay, he is the owner occupied. Here's his phone number. Here's his email address. Is he going to be a buyer? Is he going to be a seller? So that you know, now you're learning about your farm. And in all honesty, this is the area of Stewart now that I need to learn more, because there is a function on Stewart now where you can remind yourself to call someone. So like say Charles here says, you know what, I'm not going to sell now, but in 6 months, I want to sell my house. You can go ahead and leave that note for yourself so that it will shoot you an email or a notification in 6 months to call Charles, which I think is pretty cool. And like I said, I need to learn that function a little better. So let's see here. Okay, it tells all about it. Again, last loan, who it was with, and you can see right there the last vesting deed that that's going to show you the mortgage. So you can see what, and that again, they charge you, I think, $299 for that. So there's request parcel map, property valuation. We'll do sales comparables. I didn't bring that up because it takes a little longer for presentation's sake. I didn't want to do that. You can also do very nice CMAs out of here. Again, I didn't do that. If anyone wants to see an example, please talk to their BDO. We'd be more than happy to sit down with you at any point with any question you have and go through this. You know, with this Zoom and the technology we have now, and we're all outfitted with it too, so we can do it. They don't want us just sitting around our houses. Please hit up your business development officer. We would love to talk to you about this stuff and go over this stuff so you are successful. And yeah, please call us. All right, I'm just going to start the video again. So this is the filters. This is where I can see the hot list properties, right? And here's the hot list right here. Again, you can put this out into PDF, Avery PDF labels. So you can send it to the hot list, the people that want to sell in 3 to 6 months. All right. Okay, Kailas is $299 per prop. No, $299 for the whole farm. It's $299 for the whole farm, not just for one. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. $299 for the whole farm, not just. Whoopsie. Hold on. Come on, computer. It's $299 for the whole farm, and not per property, the whole farm. And you asked how big is the list? It depends Depends on a lot how condensed it is, how much density. It depends on a lot of things. You know, if you're more rural, you're not going to pull in as many people. If you're like in Minneapolis right here, you know, I've seen anywhere from under 100 to almost 1,000. And I think you're probably usually going to end up between 300 and 400, if I'm not mistaken. So that is a very good question. Let me see, there's another chat going on here. Okay, yep. No, I'm saying $2.99, 2.99, not $300, $2.99. And we have to do that, unfortunately, for compliance reasons, and also for charging for documents. You know, if we're providing all the stuff for you, they broke it down and said, okay, for compliance reasons, RESPA reasons, we have to charge something. I know $2.99 seems kind of like a pain in the butt, but unfortunately, we do have to charge you. So that's why we do that, so we can be nice and compliant. I'm going to show you property profiles on this real quick, which you can do on your phone, and you can also do on the desktop. It's a little more effective on the desktop. But here I just put in a house, 2313 Essex Road. This is actually the house I grew up in, which was a small, tiny little rambler when I lived there in the 70s. My parents moved away and someone turned it into a monster. So yeah, it, again, gives you all the information about it. This is what's called a property profile. These are free. So you can do as many as you want. Actually, I take that back. One of our business development officers got a notification that, what was it? They said that, hold on one second here. The person had way too many property profiles. And I think the person had 100, and it was a loan officer, and he was just seeing what people's interest rates were. So yeah, anyway, Barbara, can you see, am I back on the PowerPoint right now? Yes? Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's see here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to show you property profiles on the desktop, which will be here. And then I get on a full screen there. Come on. Okay, so here is Stuart now on the desktop. And let me just go into home and what that looks like. So again, if you don't have a login for this right now, don't worry about it. Talk to your business development officer. They will get you signed up. It's a mere matter of us going into our desktop portal and just entering your name and email address, basically. And within 3 to 4 hours, you will have your own credentials. They are emailed to you, and then you go in and actually change them, or change the password, because they send you some crazy password, of course. And then, hope we have a chat here. Oh, yeah, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, anyone wants, that's a good point, Kathy. Anyone who wants a sample farm, please let us know. We'll be happy to send that to you. Just give us an address or an area. Any one of the business development officers will be more than happy to send you a smart farm. We can send you to you, since it is $2.99. It's under the $25 RESPA rule. So yeah, please, so you can get a look at what the spreadsheet looks like. Just contact any one of us, whoever invited you or whoever you found out about this. We'll be more than happy to take care of you so you can see it. Again, we want to work with you. We want to get you set up. We want to make you successful. And I think Stuart now and this technology is a great way to do it. So I'm going to show you now the desktop version. Again, you can unfortunately cannot run smart farms on the desktop, which is coming. It's coming. Let's just say that. Again, here's my profile picture that I can't change of my confirmation. Kind of embarrassing, actually. And basically, it's going to look different because it's me on here. But you can see all your orders on here and where they are. For instance, this one in Northfield, preliminary report has been completed. And you can just go right in. And if you want to take a look at the title work, there it is, which is kind of nice. Oops. And someone has a question. Let's see here. How do we get signed up for the farm? You signed up for the farm. You let your business development officer know, or your closer, or however you heard about what's going on right here. Or, you know what, contact me. if you saw us on social media or something like that, you can contact me, Andy.Granberg, Granberg @Stewart.com, and I can hook you up. Or again, just talk to your business development officer or escrow officer, or however you heard about us, and we can get you signed up for everything. So, great question, though. Great question. Okay, yep. So there's your title commitment, which is kind of nice. So you don't have to ask for it. All right, bear with me. And we're back to there. So I'm going to go to, here's the property profile right here. So I am going to use that address again. You know, with all things artificial intelligence and tech, not everything is going to be correct. You know, we've had, you know, most of it, 95% of it is, but, you know, sometimes we'll, like on the smart farms, like on the who's going to sell in the next 3 to 6 months, you'll occasionally get one that's for sale, you know, and that does no one any good, but technically they do want to sell their house. So I know my guy Peter here, he had a church for sale, or a church that they said was on the hot list. So not everything is going to be perfect. All right, so here you have a property map. You know, gives you the bird's eye view. There's street view, whatever you want, really. Oh, it's going to cooperate with me. All right. So aerial, bird's eye, road, the map, obviously, and it tells you, let's see here, all about it again. The sale history. There's a document that you could look at if you wanted to. Tax amount, sale comparables. Let's see if we can. You know what, I'm going to wait. That does take a little while, so I'm going to. So you can see the sale comparables. You can also see the sale history of it, and also any. Let's see here. Yeah, sometimes takes. I might. Oh, there we go. There's the finance. So they did on the 12th. They did through Wells Fargo Bank, a trustee mortgage, 30-year adjustable, loan amount, et cetera, et cetera. So you can really know a lot about your property. Again, these are free. All you do is you go in and you put in the address. These are absolutely 100% free. And you can, and this is another thing that we'll send you if you want. I'm not going to do it now because it takes a little while to process it, not process it, but to get it going, is you can do a CMA right out of here, and you can put your logo on it. You can put your contact information on it, so that when you go into a listing, you have this. Now, I know I'm sure a lot of you already have stuff like that, but it's just another option. So again, property valuations. It'll tell you transaction history, comps, et cetera, et cetera. That's all free to do on here, but I think you get $100 a month, whatever. So that's all free on here. Yeah, a lot of loan officers use this for refis too, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to, all right, slideshow. Okay, so I'm going to just go through a couple kind of fun ideas, different things that might excite you, might get you going. They're inexpensive, they're fun. Has anyone ever heard of handwritten.com? So you can see it right on top there, handwrytten.com. So what this website does, and it will, so I have terrible writing, right? So it'll basically write out a card for you, and it looks very professional. It looks, well, here. So you can see right here, here's, you just type it up on your desktop, and then you can see how it professionally and nicely, it looks like an actual card. And you can see, and this is, they actually have a real estate section on there. So the card that I sent out has some very nice burlap houses. I know that sounds strange, but it looks quite nice. You can upload your logo, contact information. So what a great way to, so you get that hot list of, 50, 60 people that are going to sell in the next 3 to 6 months. What a great way to market to these people is send them a handwritten card. And you don't have to write out 50 different cards. You can do one card, upload the spreadsheet, and you're done. And you can say, hey, I have approved buyers looking in your neighborhood, and any loan officer does have that right now. Would you be interested in selling your house? So, and it costs, I want to say like $3 a card. So that includes postage. And they send it out. They do everything for you. All you have to do is type it up and add in the address of the people on the hot list, and it works phenomenally. And it's going to get you business. try it out, see what you think. It's just an idea. And to show you what my actual handwriting or writing is like, this is literally, I was trying so hard to write nice on this slide. It is ridiculous. And this is literally the best I can do. I cannot write very well. So this kind of saves me. And you know what? People love handwritten notes. It's still a thing, and it's a great marketing. So Hellsberg Diamonds, they know when my wedding anniversary is and when my wife's birthday is for some reason. And they send us, they have a similar program, and it looks like I'm getting a Hallmark card in the mail, and I fall for it every time because I think, oh, someone's nice enough to send me, and of course it's, coupons and say, hey, your special day is coming up. And I'm excited because someone sent me a handwritten card. So I don't know, check it out. It's kind of fun, something different. Let's see here. Oh, Breakthrough Broker. Okay. So this is the service I talked about before. What it does, it's something that it's a free service we provide. It offers, different marketing templates, like is right on the bullet point there. So you can do a door hanger that says, just sold. When you get a listing, you get that hot list, you get a listing, you get the hot list, and you get, just listed, and you hit up all the houses, or you had it just sold, and you can hit all the hot lists that says, hey, this just sold in 2 days for 10 grand over listing, contact me today to find out what your house is worth. It has things like that. Excuse me. It also has, I like to think of it as a Google search for agents. So they can go in there and think, okay, I need a blog post for today. And they'll give you 100 different blog posts. It'll give you a whole bunch of different social media pages or ideas. It's, it's really, I talk to agents who swear by this thing and say it's gotten them a ton of business. So breakthroughbroker.com, we can sign you up for it. Check it out. Just let us know, one of the business development officers or myself, andy.granberg@stewart.com, and we can get you hooked up on that. It's a free service that I think they make their money. So if you were to do a template on there, like a postcard or a flyer or something like that, you would upload your information, your pictures, a picture of the house, whatever you want to do. Send it in, super easy to do. They send it back to you, and then you can take that to FedEx or Kinko's and get a whole bunch printed, or it can be turnkey and they will print it for you. I don't know the price difference between FedEx, Kinko's, and Breakthrough Broker. I'm guessing Breakthrough Broker is a little bit more, but say $80 to $100. I don't know. Depends on what you do too. So I've never really explored that, but it's a free service. Go check it out. Give it a try. Let's see. Oh, my online yard sign. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this. I really like this. What this does is when Zillow goes, you get a listing and it goes onto Zillow, they grab usually 24 pictures off the MLS and upload them, and there's the pictures. There's no branding. What myonlineyardsign.com does, and this is completely free, again, I'm rather frugal. What they do is they will go and brand the pictures for you. So you have like for instance, 98 Realty, this gentleman right here, probably listed by Eric Wood, and it has the contact information on there for this agent. And what I like about this is that, in today's age, everyone's got their phone. John and Jane Doe are driving down the street and they see 123 Elm Street is for sale, and they say, okay, take a look at it. And Zillow pays millions and millions of dollars to get people to their website. I think they have 2/3 market share, I think. So they pay, just millions of people to drive them to their website. And so what the people are going to go to Zillow, and they're going to look, and they're going to see 123 Main Street, look at it, and keep on. Actually, you know what? I have a very good example. So they're going to keep seeing the agent's name on every picture, and they're going to say, let's call this person the listing agent, because obviously they know a lot about the house. They're going to probably text these days. And so I'm going to show you an example. So here, and I have it up because I like this one. Okay, so this is a Zillow listing. This is actually sold back in 2016. And so this agent, so you can see, this is right off of Zillow. If you want to look it up, 18627 Red Cherry Circle in Minnetonka, Minnesota. If you want to look it up, you can take a look at it. So if you'll notice that every picture has his information on it. Now, I know for a fact that this agent got 2 calls from using this. Best case scenario, you're going to get both sides because you're going to sell both sides. You have the listing and you have a buyer too. Worst case scenario, you have a prospect on the other end of the line there. So it's really cool. There's no logins. It's free. And I really think it's a cool tool to use. And it's going to take you your first time 10, 15 minutes to do it. But after that, you get used to it. It's pretty cool. Would this be legal in South Dakota? I don't know that answer. It is legal in Minnesota. I know MLS, you can have stuff branded. I do not know that about co-branded with a loan officer. So Michelle asks, is this strictly for realtors or can it be co-branded with a loan officer? You could probably well, the realtor would have to have the listing and you are given a certain amount of space for those fields. But yeah, you could probably theoretically give it a shot. Go try it. It's a free, like I said, it's a free website. It's a very simple website too. It looks like probably I designed it. That's how simple it is. So yeah, take a look. That's a good point. Try it. Okay, so yeah, it's like I said, so you can see every picture. And I think that's kind of cool. It's free. Give it a try. It'll take you 10, 15 minutes of messing around with it and give it a try. So, okay, folks, I'm not going to keep you very long. If you have any questions, ask them now. But if you want to get signed up for Stewart Now, just contact us. If you're not already, just contact us. We'll get you going on it right away. We will work with you. We'll sit down with, well, not sit down with you. Right now, we'll virtually sit down with you, whether it's a Zoom call or whatever this world takes us to, and get you going on it. We'll get your credentials almost right away, and you can get going and start farming and start finding out about the neighborhood that you're working in, where you have a listing coming up, so that when that listing does sell, you can hit those hot list properties that are going to sell in the next 3 to 6 months and get more listings. You can go and use Breakthrough Broker or whatever, handwritten, and write them a handwritten thank you note or a handwritten card saying that you're interested to list their house. What was the name of the last software that puts the name on photos? Jackie Waltz asked. It is myonlineyardsign.com. It's a long one. myonlineyardsign.com. Yep. So yeah. So any questions right now, please ask them. I'll be happy to answer them to you, or shoot a follow-up email to me, andy.granberg@stewart.com, or talk to your business development officer, your escrow officers. We're here to help you. We want to grow your business safely. That's the big thing. Right now people are hunkered down as well. They should be. We don't know when we're going to come out of this thing, but what we want, I'm excited. What we want is for you to come out of this. And again, we will come out of this. It's going to get bad, I think, but we are going to come out of this. And I want you folks excited. We're excited. I've been on call after call, and there's almost a buzz and energy of just, wow, we have some really cool stuff, and we can help. We can definitely help. Sherry asked if there's going to be a meeting recap. I think I recorded this, and yes, I definitely can do that. But please, everyone, contact us. And Kathy is reminding me right now to remind everyone about remote online notary. So that way we offer it, people can close from their house safely. So it's again, contact us for more information. Not everyone can do it now, but please contact us with more information about it. Again, folks, any questions, contact me. Get excited. When this thing passes, and it will pass, we're going to see a hot market again. Ted Jones, follow him on Twitter if you don't already, or catch the next Monday. We have one. It's a little more Minnesota centric, but he will be in your area. I know Sioux Falls, South Dakota was the first people who had Ted Jones do a Zoom call for them. I think he did a bunch for them, which was awesome. And then I know Cindy and Tina, you folks have had, maybe just had him, but you can log on to any region. It's always good stuff. It's always entertaining. And you know what? The last time he spoke, which was about 2 weeks ago in Minneapolis, I had so much feedback of people calling or saying, hey, thank you so much. It calmed me. It made me feel better. yes, it's going to get bad. And this is what he says. And yep, second quarter is going to get ugly recession-wise, but we're still going to see, oh boy, I'm going to goof this up, so bear with me. I think he said home sales for the year, even with this going on, is only going to be down 6 or 7%, which is not bad considering everything that's going on. So once this passes, get ready, and we want to be there with you. So, all right, folks, thanks so much. Like I said, this is the first business development officers. Make sure you send out the calendar of events. And we're going to be sending out, look at social media for more stuff. We are going to do this, weekly, and we're all going to get through this. All right, folks. Any questions, let me know or contact me. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.